Hello, work life warriors. I hope you're doing well. Today, I wanted to come past and talk about this week's book, which is Three Magic Words. This is actually my second week reading this. I am reading 4 books together, and so it's taking a little longer to finish this, but I read it every single year, and so I'll probably have about 2 or so more videos coming on Sunday about this book. So today I want to talk about an idea from the Illusion chapter, page 49, Thought and Faith, Soul Responsibilities. It says, there are only 2 things you can do for yourself. One is conception, and the other is conviction. All the work of creation rests with another than you. For no man is responsible for anything in this life except for his thoughts and his belief. All else is the working of the great creative universal mind. Besides, which is the largest atomic plant in the universe, is like a gnat on the face of the earth. So I absolutely love this. There are only 2 things that you can do for yourself. One is conception, and the other is conviction. Absolutely. We talk a lot about your thoughts, because your thoughts are literally the only thing that you can control. I remember when I first read this book. Grandma gave this book back to me over 15 years ago, and I first read it and I thought it is impossible for a person to control their thinking or control their thoughts. At the time, I had negative thinking, constant, nonstop, 24 hours a day. I would wake up in the morning with the first negative thought, and about time the end of the night came, I was in hell, literally. So my thoughts took me deeper and deeper and deeper towards the pits of hell, and I just was not happy. I was making life hell on earth. And so I knew that it was time for me to make some different choices and do, things differently. And just in time, Grandma gave me this book, and I began to read it. It took me a long time to read it, but I just thought, impossible. How can you control your thoughts? By the end of the book, I was convinced that at least that I should just work on it. So I did that, and here it is 15 years later, and it is absolutely possible for you to control your thoughts and the way you think. Your negative thinking, you can shift it towards positive thinking where it's more beneficial to you. And so, yes, it may take a long time. I say around about 5 years, my thoughts were neutral, and now for the most part, I have mostly positive thoughts throughout the day. So what you think, you create in your world. If you look around, our world is a representation of our thoughts, whether we want to believe it or not, but we tend to attract what we think, what we believe. And so if you think that life is suffering, you will have a miserable life. If you think that life is supposed to be pleasurable, peaceful, joyous, you will attract those things to you. You get what you become or what you attract, and you attract what you become. And so it's a matter of choosing what type of thoughts you want to think, or do you want to allow yourself to ponder on, so that the thoughts equal actions that are beneficial to who you want to be, where you want to go, and the things you want to accomplish while you're here. And the problem is that, from the very beginning, we have never been taught that we can control our thoughts. So the idea of controlling your thoughts is just so overwhelming. So it takes so much time for us to figure out how to do so. But once you do that, life just changes for you. You tend to attract more of what you want when your thoughts are positive. Anyway, you attract whatever you think, but whatever you think tends to multiply. So if you're thinking positive thoughts, if you are keeping your mind pure, fresh, trying to keep it clear, not have a lot of negative thoughts or muck in it. You have to make sure that you're doing your part and being aware of what you're thinking at any given moment. When things happen around you or in your company, you have to be aware of what you think about it, because from what you think is what you do. So if you have negative thoughts, you tend to do negative things or counterproductive things or error because of the way you think. So your mindset is really what begins, everything. It is the starting point of your entire existence here. Basically, how you think or what you're thinking about creates the experience that you have, either a quality experience or a miserable experience. And so when it says, Conception is the only thing that you are responsible for. As you know, human beings, we have an imagination. Our imagination can be used for beautiful things. It also can be used for negative things. We can catastrophize. We can fortune tell. They're polarized. There's so many things that we can use our imagination to do that doesn't necessarily benefit us. And it's up to us to, create positive thoughts with our imagination and project into our lives the things that we would like to see manifest, or the things that we would like to, do or acquire or be or have while we're here. And so we really have the power to do that, since we have an imagination that we could utilize until we die. And so it's up to us to, conceive some of these thoughts that we have by, projecting the future that we want, or the person we want to be, in the present moment, or just being in the present moment where there's an opportunity for you to change and grow and watch your thoughts and watch your actions. And so behind what you think also, creates what you believe. So if you keep believing or thinking that something is negative, then the negative experience will keep manifesting itself over and over again. And then eventually you will have the evidence that you need to make it a conviction, because you thought this to be true. The universe, God, Allah, whatever you believe in, responds and makes it so that it's true, so that you're not a liar. And it becomes a conviction. It becomes the story of your life. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so it's so important for us to make sure that we're controlling what we, think, how we conceive, and our convictions, what we believe to be true, what we know to be true. Because otherwise, if we don't believe it's possible, then it's not possible. Because whether you think it is or isn't are both true, depending on what you think and what you believe. And so belief is so important in manifesting the things that we want to accumulate in our life, the things we want to do, the person we want to be. And it's in our best interest to control our thoughts, which again turns into actions and the convictions that we have in this life, the things that we value, the things that we hold as true. We have to realize that not every person has the same convictions in life, that people, due to their experiences, have different convictions, some that you may or may not believe in, but due to our thinking and our actions, we all accumulate convictions that, may propel us or may hurt us. And it's up to us to eliminate the ones that hurt us, that doesn't make us feel powerful and in control and more like ourselves and authentic and giving, and make us want to give ourselves and serve the world. Any thought that shrinks you, you should walk away from. Any action, any conviction that doesn't make you feel good, we should walk away from. It is in our best interest to do so if we want to have a life full of quality, joy, peace, love, all of the things that we so desperately want, that we spend our time chasing, trying to pursue. So again, I really think that that is a powerful stance. There are only two things you can do for yourself. One is conception, and the other is conviction, because we see it in our lives every single day, and our world is a representation of our thoughts and what we believe. And so please share, what do you think about conception and conviction? Do you know it to be true as far as what you think shows up in your everyday life? Are convictions self-fulfilling prophecies? Have you read Three Magic Words? Please tell me what you think about it. And I will see you on the next video, or two, depending on how many more I make for this book. I absolutely love this book, and I read it every single year, and I recommend it to everyone. I hope this helped, Work Life Warriors. Have a great day.